What's going on YouTube? I'm Aaron with Old Oak Painting, and if you're new to my channel, here we talk a lot about painting and growing your business. And one thing I want to talk about today is what may happen to you after you've painted a home is the homeowner may ask you to do a few more things. What's going on with this new project that I'm working on is after it's been painted, the owner has asked me to hang a lot of chandeliers. We've done wallpaper, mirrors, photographs, things like that. But chandeliers, oh my God, chandeliers. I've probably hung somewhere around 20 to 25 chandeliers in this one home over the last few weeks. And what I want to show you guys today is this one that I came across that I have to hang. And oh my God, what is this thing? Is it a flying saucer? How does it mount? I mean, this thing is massive. It's somewhere around 4 feet wide in diameter. How do we mount this thing? How do we connect this thing to the box up there? I'm going to show you how I designed those mounts. Stay tuned to the end of this video where I show you what the end result looks like. Apparently this is a chandelier created by a famous artist, and it's designed to look like mercury, like little globules of mercury or something. So sounds pretty cool. Stay tuned, and I'll show you that toward the end of the video. Thanks. Okay, so one thing we notice when we go to mount this is there are 6 little mounting holes that need to be drilled into the ceiling. This thing has some definite weight to it. And you can see I drilled 5 holes. One of them is actually going to hit a stud, so I'm just going to send the screw up into a pilot hole. But what I wanted to show you is what I like to use for drywall anchors are these guys right here. You can pick these up at Lowe's or Home Depot. They're these little plastic inserts you see here. You fold them. This one wants to fight me. You fold them over into a point, and then you send it through the hole. It's a 5/16 hole that you drill, and then you stick a little red plunger in that hole and it pops them open behind the sheetrock. These things are fantastic. They're rated for 143 pounds in 1/2-inch drywall. So really over engineering this. There's going to be 5 of them up there plus a screw in the stud, which is going to hold this. It does have a lot of weight. It's a bit overkill, but it's going to just guarantee that it's going to stay up there for a long time. All right, so as you can see here, I have the plate mounted up. It was pretty hard to hold the plate and connect the wiring with one hand and film at the same time. So you can see I have the screws all in place into their appropriate sheetrock anchors or stud for those 6. I'm going to go ahead and snug those up and move on to the next part. Okay, so those are all snugged up. And what I want to explain now is the wiring of this mechanism. So up behind the plate, you can see there you've got a white for your neutral, a black for your hot, and a green for your ground. And that's all you're going to connect to the box pretty simply. And they come out here into this connection and flow out here into exactly what you'd expect, your 3 bare wires. Now, when connecting to the space saucer, I don't know what we're going to call this thing, the second mounting bracket, relatively straightforward. You can see right here that you've got the 2. One of them is going to be your neutral, one of them is going to be your hot, and then you've got your ground, and they all flow into this coupler here. And if you look right there, that's where whoever took this down from my client's office in the city, you can see they just cut the wiring. So all we're going to do is loosen these 3 screws on the right side. I'm going to pull those cut wires out. and stick the appropriate ones in, and now this whole thing will have power. And what's kind of cool about this thing, you can see that it kind of runs east to west here. That when all these little mercury orbs hang down. One thing to note before we connect these wires, this comes with an awesome chain. I think I mentioned this earlier in the video. So you can hang this massive flying saucer from the mounted disc. Utilize that now so we can connect these wires very simply. And here is a look at it completely hung. You'll see the two of these have the wiring for lighting. And the rest of the orbs are just going to be decoration and just get hung, just get screwed into these slots appropriately. Let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so the tools I used for this install was a Phillips impact driver, a 5/16 drill driver, these 1/2-inch drywall sheetrock anchors, a hammer for pounding them in, a stud finder for finding studs, obviously, a Phillips head screwdriver, a tiny flathead screwdriver for connecting the wires, a wire gauge stripper, a pencil, and it doesn't hurt to have this continuity tester to make sure you do not get zapped. All right, so there you have it, the install of the Ross Lovegrove ceiling lamp. Hopefully you guys like this, and hopefully this helped somebody install this spacecraft looking lamp into your home. It adds a very cool element to any room. It does not hang very low, so it fits pretty well, and it just looks, well, it looks futuristic. All right, if anybody liked this video, give it a like, subscribe, and look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Thank you.